Hello everybody, I am Bradley Sward, Associate Professor of Computer and Information Science at the College of DuPage in Glen Ellen, Illinois. This video today is day 11 of the matthewscroggs.co.uk Puzzle Advent Calendar. These puzzles do not have names. I wish they did. Yeah, that's okay. It's hard enough coming up with hard puzzles, and you got to come up with cool names for everything on top of it. That can be even more of a challenge because I have trouble naming my variables half the time, and to come up with a puzzle name, that can be a problem. So I see this. I'm creating a triangle or a Christmas tree. I guess it is an Advent calendar time. I guess it's a tree where you're like, oh, the one goes in the middle of everything, and then you go 2, 3, 4, then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and so forth, and whatever. And the answer is, the problem is, if you keep on going and you find the 750 in there, what's the number that would be right above it? Well, you could write. This was one of those things you could write out by hand, and you would definitely have an answer. It would take a bit. It wouldn't take forever, but it would take quite a bit to get this going. So I did this in Python as usual, or that's language of that's whenever I do Advent stuff or December stuff, I keep pushing my Python knowledge here. So I'm going to use the list of lists method here, where I'm just going to keep track of the numbers, and then every time I add a new row, I'm going to go back through all the previous rows and add just something to the beginning and add something to the end so that everything will have the same number of elements. So that's the idea here. So I'm keeping track. Oh, I'm going to start from number 1, and I'm going to have a string that's 1 long. And I'm going to create a list of that and then throw that into the tree. And then when I come back around another time, I'm going to add an element to the front and the back of that one. So it's going to be -1, 1, -1. And then because of this, I'm going to say, okay, the next number is going to be 2, and the string is going to be 3 long. So I go 2, 3, 4, and then I go, and then I keep going. And let me just show you. And then this is just, I don't know. I'm sure there's a fancier way to do this, but again, right now, learning how to format was one of those things where like I know how to do it in C++ and it's ugly, and how do I do it in Python? And this is one way where I can print out every value inside of here. It was real easy just to print out every list inside the list of lists, but then I wanted to show it so it showed off in a way that you could actually see it. It was more visual to you. So here is my tree. Oh, it all fits on one page now. How nice. I didn't have to expand it out too much more. But you can see here that here is my 1, and then 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and everything goes off as much as it needs to, because the final row here doesn't need any extra padding. And so you could visually check this out at this point, as long as you understand that everything's pushing its way out. 750 was the value, so 696 should be the answer. And I did print it out by saying that, okay, get me the last element. That's what -1 here does. Get me the last element. Find me the index in here where 750 is. And I think that's 20 in the way you just keep counting from 0. This is element 20. And then go back one further and using the 20th element, get me the number, and it prints out the 696. So I'm pretty confident that this is the answer to the problem. So if you have any questions, or if you know a better way to do this, please comment below. I'd love to learn. I love to teach. I enjoy teaching, and I enjoy learning, because only by learning from people who know this better than me can I become a better teacher. As much as I can learn, but the better ways, the cooler ways, the world knows better than me. So thanks for sticking it out with me as always. Have a great day, everybody. I'll see you guys in another video.